Well, hello folks, welcome back to episode 13. This is our 6th season here at RFC Liege. I am the Custard Prophet, and I've come to a bit of a realisation about our left back. Yep, we're back, and you can see we're in a fairly comfortable position, 9 points ahead of Cercle Bruges. They're playing OHL today. Hopefully they'll do us a favour and get another victory, but it's looking very, very comfortable at the minute. The reason we are this far ahead of Cercle Bruges is because we beat them. We have played 5 games since we were last together, and the games you'd expect us to do badly in, we have done very badly in, losing 3-0 to Standard Liège. As you can see, we didn't play well there, didn't have a hope, and this has been a somewhat disappointing situation. You can see this has happened against all the big sides actually fairly recently. We've really struggled to be competitive, which has not been a problem previously. We've limited their chances and maybe had the odd chance. Here we're just not limiting their chances, even though we're trying to play fairly defensive football. But anyway, we followed that up with a 2-0 win against Cercle Bruges. I can wish it was against Standard. Piquego got himself a penalty, and Thomas Masec with a lovely goal. He scored a couple recently. You know what I was saying about him? Maybe it was his last season. I'm not so sure anymore. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But pleased with that. Important victory, really important victory. Then we played Anderlecht. Actually, you can see we were 0-0 at half time, and they scored all the goals in the second half. And actually, the first half was quite even-ish, as even as these games get. But the second half, my God, they just powered past us as if we didn't exist. So, yeah. And then we played Eupen, and this was a frustrating one because we started this like a train. We had a goal fairly early on. We had a bunch of chances, and then Jacques went in with what I can only describe as a Cantona scissor kick. It was absolute mayhem of a challenge and completely decimated their player, but he got himself sent off. Only 1 match ban, it seems, as far as I can tell. Then we tried to go a little bit more defensive and to kind of hold on to the lead. We did for the majority of the first half, but Raddy got himself a goal late on, which was a little frustrating. And we kind of decided to, rather than go for it, just try and keep the point that we had. So we got a point out of that game against Eupen. Probably should have been a few more. And then we just lost 5-1 to Genk. We did take the lead here again, which was great. Thomas Masec with yet another goal, but 5 goals from them, and you can see it was 1-1 for a while, but the second half, and it's quite often like this in the last 15 minutes of games, we do look tired, and I wonder whether that's because I'm not rotating the players often enough. I'd appreciate some advice on that in the comments if you think that's probably the problem. But today we're playing Mechelen, who are 11th in the league. I don't think we've played them yet this season. It's one of those games that could go either way, but a point would be great. 3 points would be fantastic. In terms of games left, we've got some tricky games coming up, but the problem we have is that the games we might think we could get something out of, the likes of Liège, they're all away from home, so it's OHL, so it's going to be a bit more difficult at the end of the season. We're just hoping that the teams below us struggle a little bit more. They've really not been playing well. Let's just have a look at that, the division. And you can see here, 22 points, 9 points ahead of Cercle Bruges. So they've got to pick up 3 wins and plus 7 goal difference. So that's not going to be easy because they've only had 2 wins all season. And Dines, well, they've got to go even better. They need 4 wins. And yeah, they've only had 2 wins all season as well. So long old way for them to go. And you can see we've had a couple of wins away from home as well. So both against Union, they've been probably quite disappointed with how they've done against us. But hopefully we can maybe go a little bit higher up the league and get one over Mechelen. Yeah, as I said at the start, problems afoot at left back, or problems I thought, and you can see I've got someone different in there. Captain Picard has moved into the left back slot. And the reason being is he's actually our best left back in the club. Demo Koida's attributes have just dropped like a stone as I randomly put him in the team. Yeah, He has gone down and downhill, and his natural fitness is 12, so it's not terrible. But he is no longer really the first name on the team sheet. We've been playing Ron Deal there, but I thought, well, actually, why are we doing that? Picard is the better player, and we'll just show him. We've got a couple of other good players coming through who can potentially play at left back, but this guy's got the ability to cross. He's not particularly fast, but if he can get on the overlap, he'll be able to cross. I'm not going to expect him to dribble. He's fairly aggressive, reasonable tackling, good work rate. So there's a lot of things in there you'd want from someone who's going to have to run around a little bit, and who's actually going to leave his soul on the pitch, as it were. So we're going to give Simon Picard a run to the end of the season, and we'll probably be seeing either Demo Koida, Ron Deal, or both of those lads leaving at the end of the season, I think, because we have some good youngsters coming through. On the subject of youngsters, remember Mathieu Bertrand, he will be named at the end of the season. I'm recording quite a way ahead, so I haven't seen any of the new, if anything further has been added in terms of renaming him. But we won't be doing that in this episode, because I think by the time this has happened, I'll have recorded the other episode anyway. But essentially, we were renaming him using a fake fact for a real person. Hopefully some really creative ones. We've had one in so far, which I think is pretty creative, but we'll see what happens. And it will be Mathieu Bertrand who will be turning into somebody else, and I think he will possibly get some game time. Right then, folks, let's get into it. Let's play Mechelen. Let's see if we can get 3 points against Mechelen. So Cercle Bruges, they got themselves a draw out of that game, so they're going to be pretty happy with that. They move to 8 points behind us, so it would be good to maintain that 9-point lead, because that was one of the points that one of the games that we were kind of hoping we might, or they would be hoping they would get points out of. Yeah, well, here we go. We were pretty truthful in our interview there. We said it's going to be scrappy, difficult, and probably not very pretty, and I probably agree with that. We're going to go through the team in a second, but here we go. Let's just go through that team before anything happens. Team that we are going to be putting out today, it's Pikega up top. I think he has scored more goals for us than any other striker, so he has been a resounding success. Masec in really good form at the minute. Van Dam playing alongside him, also in pretty damn good form, with Nana on the right side, probably not in as good form as he was earlier on the season. We've got Jacquot back, which is going to be important, next to Saidi playing as the deep line playmaker. And then left back for starting, I think for his first ever game, it's Captain Picard, next to him Cisse, Abouyans and Mayenga in make up the back line. Gofan, as always, in goal. Remember, we are thinking potentially about Fernandez in that position, and undoubtedly he's going to get a game before the end of the season, or a few games before the end of the season. But let's see how this team does. Excited to see how Picard does. Let's hope he does well. So it's a throw in on the left side for us. Masec has it. Van Dam picks it up into Picard. Captain Picard. Early days. Can he find somebody? He does. Oh, and Pikega. Was he offside? It was a corner, and as I say, he normally does finish those. That was probably one of the easiest chances he had, and definitely should have been doing a little bit better with that. Well, Jacquot has a shot there, and absolute chaos at the start, so a couple of great chances for us. We'll give him something to think about, haven't we? Right, another throw-in. Not had a shot since that first, those couple of highlights that we saw. Cisse at the back. You're going to try over the top? No. Picard, he's done all right, hasn't he, to start with? Chipped ball. Van Dam into Pikega, but he has finished that one off. That's 1-0. I told you he was good. I mean, Van Dam did well to connect with a header, and he just got Pikega in. But Picard here does well, finds Cisse, chips it in. No one near Van Dam, and their goalkeeper should have come out, and Pikega slots it away nicely. So it's a great opening 26 minutes, isn't it? We'll take this, absolutely. Free kick, Nana chips it in, but it has gone out, and as always, this is where we struggle. Pinault It's the cheap version of the Renault. Is he going to... Oh, that was horrific. That was the shot. We're going to encourage them again, I think. Right, just before half-time, it's another throw into Masec. Picard's got it back. Jacquot. Into Saidi. Is he going to go the other side? He does. Into Mayanga. Plays it forward for Nana. Is he going to run? Beats his man. He does. Oh, it's straight into the goalkeeper. I think we should be 2-0 up by now, given the quality of the chances that we've had. XG says maybe not. Maybe 1-0 is a fair result, but I've been happy with that. I think we've been very good. They've had 3 yellow cards already, so all in all, I think as first halves go, that is pretty much the first half that I was hoping to get. We're going to demand more right at the start of this second half. Fingers crossed, we've got more to come. So throw in to Mayanga. Saidi's got it. Mayanga, almost a mistake from Saidi there. Nana. Back into Van Dam. Is he going to be able to turn and find someone? He does kind of. Nana. It's Van Dam. Now he has turned and he shot. And there we go. It's Van Dam. Jean-Claude gets himself on the score sheet. He's been quite good recently as well. And all round, I think this is a really, really good team effort. Been pleased as punch with what we've been up to. Saidi's looking a little bit knackered. Problem is, we don't really have anyone to come on in his place. So we'll have to watch that one. Right, the back. The ball is with Abel Jans. He just plays it short to Saidi. He does a little switch around the corner to Van Dam. Van Dam's running at them. Is he going to find a pass? He does. It's Picard. Oh, no, it's not. It's Picega. And he's missed 2 chances, hasn't he? I've said how good he is, and he's missed 2 bloody easy chances. Well, Nano's picked it up from the throw-in. Another chance, maybe. Runs in. Not quite. And again, Saidi this time. That's all the way back to Mayanga. There wasn't really an option on, and we might be looking to make a change, but not before Nana swings it in, and Picega does get it in. That's 2 goals for the man. He could have had a hat-trick easy today. Right then, I think we will look to make a change here, probably playing Jacquot as the deep line playmaker, and Theory is going to come in as the box-to-box. That seems to make the most sense. With 3-0 up, no point in pushing this too hard. Certainly not getting Saidi injured because the other lad is injured himself. What looks like a free kick. Nana, right on the edge of the area. Is there a chance here for somebody? Plays it in. It's Jacquot. He's made it 4-0. This is the best performance we have seen all season. I don't know where this has come from. And Van Dam is looking tired. So straight from kickoff, Dittman has the ball. It's Carrier on the left side to Coley. I wonder if that's our ex-Coley. Not sure. Back to Dittman. Looks like they're creating a chance. Kitoko. Back to Carrier. Building this up nicely. Ball over the top. And that's nicely done. But are they going to have a shot in the end? And the goalkeeper does get in the way. It's offside as well. So we'll take that. And we'll have a look at other possible changes. Abuljans will take off. Bring Ponte on, I think, here just to try and make him a little bit happy. I think Coleman. Or maybe Nano. I think Nano can play in that central role as well. He can, you know. We'll try that. Van Dam is looking tired. We'll bring Nana centrally. Coleman on the right side. And we'll play this last 15 minutes with a slightly altered team. That's probably end of highlight. No, Troost has the ball in the goal there. Mayanga heads it forward, but he doesn't manage to find Coleman. They're playing it a long forward, and again, not a bit of a wasteful clearance from the defenders. Pineda and Pinault, and it's they have beaten us, and it is 4-1. A little bit disappointing. It's a bit late now, Pinault, but that's probably messing around with the team. Cisse just let his man go. Not the best bit of defending, but I'm not going to be too disappointed here as long as we don't lose it. Here's another chance for them. Dittman. Oh, what a bit of goalkeeping from Gofan. He's doing well now. So they are, all of a sudden, they've got themselves with a bit between their teeth. It's far too late. So we're just going to go cautious. Just try and avoid conceding another goal. I think 4-2 would be highly unfair, really. Okay, I feel that was an important game. Yeah, you can see they scored the goal and had a good few chances right at the end there. But in the main, I think that was pretty good. I fully agree. Good win. Everyone inspired and motivated. We're going to get a lot out of that. You look at this. I mean, Bekega getting a 8.1 there. Very good. Lucas Van Dam, player of the match, I think. 8.4. He looked absolutely outstanding. So some good performances. Lots of people are going to be pleased with that. Okay, so what does that do to the team? Well, actually, you probably can't see this down here, so we'll have a look. Liege now sit in 14th. This is a very, very nice 26 points, 26 games played, 25 points on the board, so 1 point per game, which is, if you can do that to the end of the season in this league, you're normally okay. We are 5 points now ahead of Liège, but the most important thing there is we are 11 points ahead of Cercle Bruges, and if Dines don't get themselves a win, they look probably too far behind to catch us up. They had 15 points, that's 5 wins. I mean, they ain't going to get 5 wins, are they, in the last few games? Let's just have a little look at the end of their form currently. Oh my. Well, they are playing Union and then Liège, so there is chance for something here, but it looks like it has to happen in the next 4 games. If it doesn't, then they are out of there, basically. They've got a fairly straightforward finish to the season, but they do have the likes of Anderlecht, they do have Genk, and Kortrijk, who are playing very well this season. So we will see what happens, but I don't believe they're going to pick up 15 points. I really, really don't. Right then, folks, let's just have a look at the schedule. So I think what we will be doing now is we'll be motoring on towards the end of the season, where we're going to be playing OHL. Hopefully we are going to be able to get a couple of wins in between then and now, and just make this a little bit safer. We're currently sitting on 25 points. If we can have 30 points by then, I think that would be pleasing. If we can have a few more, I would be infinitely happier. But it's not been a great year so far, but we have done enough. As always, we seem to stay in this division, and we have we have a goal scorer as well. 14 goals in 26 games is not bad. That's over a goal every 2 games. Pretty damn good. Anyway, folks, if you have enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you are new, and I will see you for next one. Goodbye.